panic attack, anxiety, PTSD, bipolar disorder, minor depression, major depression. We are going to do all this today. Yeah, we are gone crazy now. If you're crazy, raise your hand like this. Very good. If you're not crazy, you're going to have an average life. Craziness is very important. The touch of madness. You do something, people say you're gone crazy for your dream. People should say, have you gone mad? You're putting your whole life for one purpose, one idea, one mission, one vision. That is the secret of success. So you have to be crazy. There has to be touch of madness if you want to do something. So if you have a bipolar disorder, wow, very good. You have been blessed by the touch of madness. You are going to go through 2 weeks of depression. It's okay. You have to fight. There is no option. You have to fight your depression. Try to elevate yourself by doing your artwork, writing something, reading a book, yeah, helping people. When you help people, that gives you blessings and it releases more happy hormones. And when you are in a maniac episode, wow, use it for your advantage. Touch of madness. How many of you are crazy now? Raise your hand. If you're not raising your hand, you are going to have an average life. Try to live an incredible journey. Yeah. So if you want an incredible journey, you have to have multiple battles. Some battle you are going to lose, some you are going to win. But that journey at the end will be called incredible journey. And people have to say, she has a touch of madness. She has a touch of craziness. Whatever she does, complete passion. The madness, craziness, passion, all three are linked. So if you are mad because of bipolar disorder, very good. Convert it to craziness. Use it as a passion to do something good. And this 4 days of passion that will happen maniac episode, use it in your depression phase also. So what is bipolar disorder? It happens down path. Yeah, you feel low. You feel something black, surround, you are in a darkness, dark clouds. And then suddenly after 2 weeks, you feel light. Wow, everything is good, beautiful. Life is good, relationship is good. Uh, People surrounding you good, manager is good, job is good suddenly. Yeah. Then again, 2 weeks, you cry again. You are not good. So that is bipolar disorder. The way is you use your maniac and hypomanic episode to do something good. Whenever you're depressed, you try to fight, you do something to keep you elevated. And you don't need high elevation. You need normal. Because you are average. You are not super talented. You don't want to be super talented because super talented people comes with a lot of expectations from others, from you. No, Baba. I'm average. I don't want to achieve top. I want to achieve middle. I don't want to achieve. You should always say to yourself, okay, repeat after me. Yeah, say, I'm average. I don't want to earn 10 lakhs. I just want 1 lakh per month. I'm happy. Yeah? So that is your average definition. You be average. Yeah. For that, for many people, that 1 lakh, it's a big amount. For them, it's a high. But for you, it is average. So what you have done is tactfully, you have brought your mind to a level where for other people it is high and for you it is still average. And you are humble enough to accept that you are average so that you don't have over expectation. You will start working. Which is more dangerous? Ambitious, lazy people. There are some people, write down if you know someone like that, ambitious, lazy person, or you are like that. Write down you are like that, or you know someone like that. Write down in the comment. Dangerous people are those who will talk very big. They want to do this, that, but they are so lazy. They are not going to take a single action. And they will always talk big ambitions. I heard one student recently, so she enrolled for nutrition dietetics program and I became her mentor. So she talked to me and she said, sir, I want to be internationally famous. I said, okay. What are you going to do? So she said, I don't know, but I need your guidance. I said, okay, I have a team for that. You can take consultation from them. You will need digital marketing. You will need medical legal compliance. You will need some registration. She was like, sir, I want to manage clients from all over the country, internationally. I said, yeah, it is possible. There is a path for that. You have to follow that path. Digital marketing plan, social media plan, medical legal compliance, then registrations and all. She said, no, sir, I don't want to follow that path. I want to be. I said, okay, very good. So I will allocate one counselor to you. She will do your psychology counseling, will evaluate you if you are going through your bipolar disorder or schizophrenia. And then you can take a decision whether you want to continue your dream. Yeah. So this is just empty talk. Don't be like that. Okay. Don't be so much over ambitious and lazy person. It is better to have an average ambition and work on them rather than having a big ambition and not doing anything. Yeah. When I hire people, like presently there are more than 500 freelancers attached with me. They provide nutrition, dietetics, legal consultation, marriage counseling, and psychology and psychotherapy services. So when they try to get attached with me after their internship, I always judge during the internship how's their ambition and how much effort they are putting. If someone is discontented with her own work, she says, "Sir, I'm not doing good. I could have done good." That is a good style. Someone says that, sir, I want to be this, I want to be that, and not doing a single step. You are going to work in Domino's. You are going to work in MACD. That's your destiny. That's your life. Yeah. So if you have been a child, if you know someone or you have been like that, who have been always talking big things, see your life presently, what you're doing. You are average, below average actually. And those who were your classmates, schoolmates, who consider themselves average, they are probably better placed. Okay. Don't think in terms of career. Probably that other girl had a dream to become a housewife and she is happily a housewife now. Still a better life. Yeah. You wanted to be very ambitious. You don't have career and you don't have marriage, family or marriage also. What? Done nothing in your life because of our ambition. So whenever you are talking all this nonsense, extreme big ambitions, think of it, whether you are going through manic episode. Are you spending more? Are you taking risky behaviors? Are you talking nonsense? Are you talking like grandiose? You can do this, you can do that, and you are talking of some stupid things and all the nonsense. And people are like not correcting you actually. So you should know you are going through manic episode. And if it happens with you every month, you have more likely you have a bipolar disorder. Okay. If you think you have a bipolar disorder, blink your eyes. Okay. Don't write in the chat. Other people are going to read and your spouse is going to read. You don't want other spouse to know. I mean, your spouse to know. Yeah. Okay. You know, there are some people who are behind the camera and they are doing, yes, sir, she. Okay. So your husband is pointing at you. Your child is pointing at you. Oh no. Okay. It's okay. Don't worry. So bipolar disorder, you cannot do much. You have to learn to live with it. Down times, you have to do some activities to keep you up. Up, best is help people and involve in some hobby, learning new things. These three things are the best. For the second part is when you have manic episode, don't take risky things and utilize your manic episode for touch of craziness, for doing good things, for fulfilling your dreams. Understood what is bipolar disorder? Yeah. So now most of you think that you have it. Write down if you think you have it. Don't worry, it's not a diagnosis. Write down in the chat. Now it has come to the point that you can write in the chat because you know bipolar disorder is nothing wrong. It is good. Second, minor depression. If you feel low mood, if you feel low confidence, if you are afraid to interact with people above your level, if you wake up in the middle of night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and unable to fall asleep, if you are overeating, all these are minor depression. When does the major depression? And you are irritable, you are frustrated, you are majority of times angry. People call you, you have an anger issue. You don't have anger issue. You have depression, or probably you have schizophrenia. Choose your diagnosis. What do you want? So if your spouse has a anger issue, you can always call it schizophrenia. If you have anger issue, you call it depression because of marriage. That's a good diagnosis. So minor depression is happening. Now, when do you know that it is converted to the major depression? You start losing interest in the things which you cared for earlier. You do not care for yourself, your personal well-being, your safety, your looks, all those things. You are having at least a thought, a flowing thought, you should do something wrong with yourself. Yeah. That is a major depression. In major depression, you will sleep more than normal. In minor depression, you wake up early, you feel tired whole day, but you're not able to sleep. In major depression, you feel sleepy more and you eat less. You tend to gain weight. So major depression is competing with hypothyroidism. So when you see a client with major depression symptoms, you need to evaluate whether it is hypothyroidism. So number one step you do is T3, T4, TSH. If it is hypothyroid, very good. You can manage hypothyroidism very easily. If it is emotional trauma that has led to your major depression, that needs a lot of healing. So what you need is, you need to identify this emotional trauma. What are the triggers? What is the response? And then heal this emotional trauma. Now trauma is stored as images. So you need to replace those images, erase those memories. And those images are, to do that, there is a program, psychotherapy, in which you will learn the techniques for that. It is mentioned in the book. You can read more in the panic disorder chapter. And you eat more in major depression, reverse. You eat less in major depression and you eat more in minor depression. Have you noticed that whenever you get some disturbed by something small, you tend to eat more, or you have a cravings for the sweet? So that sweet craving, it is going to release your dopamine, yes. But what it will do, it will increase your glucose spike. And this glucose spike, when suddenly it falls back, that you will lose your energy. Right? So the mood swings are of two types. If you're talking of daily wise mood swings, or you're talking of lunar cycle mood swings. So there is a video on the channel, you can watch psychodynamics. Yeah. So your mood swings are linked with your lunar cycle. So there are techniques for that to manage. It is going to happen. The lunar effect is, you watch this video today. It is there in the today's link I have sent you. So the lunar cycle is going to affect you. So you need to learn certain methods to cope up through that. PTSD. What is PTSD? PTSD is, you have an event 18 months back. The event has gone, but still you are having flashback of those images. That is PTSD. Anything, you are having flashbacks of a negative event. That is PTSD. So what happens in PTSD? You had a traumatic event. Okay. Your body tried to fight it or flight it, run away from it. But that event was so much shocking that you were trapped in that. Okay. Those memories are trapped in you. Now, what happens on a daily basis? You are undergoing something, or good things, bad things, but not everything is stored in front of in your conscious mind. Okay. So, but when the PTSD happens, a traumatic, such a big trauma, that it has such an impact on you that every time you close your eyes, you get flashbacks. You sleep, you get dreams. Some similar event happens, you get trigger. That is PTSD. So what you need to do is you need to go back to those memories. You need to heal those memories. Now, how are the memories stored? Memories are stored as synapses. Two neurons, they communicate with each other as a synapse. So you need to heal these synapses. You need to replace those synapses, change their direction. Because in a particular way, the synapses form. And that's why when trigger happens, you are behaving in a particular way. You are responding in a particular way. When you change those synapses, your response changes. Okay. For PTSD, how to overcome it? Now, though, who will overcome it easily? There are two kind of people. Same event it is happening with two people, but one person has low PTSD or maybe does not have PTSD. The other person will have PTSD. Right? So, who will not have PTSD or will have low intensity? Someone who has good educational background, a stable job, stable family, stable relations, good socio-economic status, good financial backing, will have less chances of PTSD. If you see Indian soldiers coming back from war versus US soldiers coming back from war, Indian government takes care of Indian soldiers very well, veterans very well. Even after they are retired, they are put on some job or something. So they don't have financial crisis. So they will have less PTSD. US soldiers, after they come back from the war, they don't have so much strong support. And that is why you will see PTSD very high in US veterans and not in Indian veterans. So Indian government is doing good work in this segment. Good question, Dr. Tripti. There are three types of traumas. It is mentioned in the book also, and you learn in psychotherapy program in detail. So there are three types of trauma. The trauma one, which is deep buried inside. The client is buried inside and doesn't want to touch it. And it is better left. The client has moved on in the life and the client doesn't want to touch. It is not affecting your present life. Okay, you have completely blocked it and you are able to live with it. The second type of trauma is something bad happened and you are utilizing that energy to channelize something good, to do something good. Yeah. You were removed from your art classes, you started Walt Disney. You were fired from your job, you started your own company. Someone left you because you were fat, you became a supermodel. Someone left you because you were not rich, you became very rich. Yeah. You were called a dumb kid, then you developed something, you got a Nobel Prize. So you're channelizing your energy for good things. So that trauma you should never heal. Same way, I personally believe OCD should not be healed. You need to control your OCD. OCD is a gift. We'll come to that. The third aspect is the trauma which is presently affecting you. Now, this presently affecting you, this trauma can be similar event or any trigger happens. This trauma comes up in front of your eyes, in front of your memories, and that is triggering you and affecting you so much. You are debilitated. Okay, that becomes your trigger factor. Anything happens, you are getting anxious, stressed, depressed. This anxious, stress, and depression, these are superficial symptoms. You need to identify what is the emotional trauma that is leading to it. Then you need to heal this emotional trauma. If you think you are deep buried in that trauma, you are moved on, but it is still affecting, you need to heal that. If it is affecting your present life, there is no option to move on, and that is what is affecting your growth. Okay. So to heal those emotional traumas, there is various techniques. Some of them are my copyright. You learn in the psychotherapy program. That there are techniques to replace traumatic memory, techniques to erase traumatic memory, then techniques to cut you down from your certain cognitive thoughts. Now, whenever you have some crisis, so there are going to be three types of events, crisis events we talk. These were three traumas. Now three types of crisis happens. One is where you were left alone completely. No one was there to support you. So which technique you will use, psychotherapy students? You will use the method, the hope, because no one was there to support you. Now there is a second type of crisis where there was at least one person to support you, maybe one or more. And that person acts as your angel. So you use the dark hole and the angel method. And the third is where presently you are going through skeptics, bullies, negative people surrounding you, and that these people are affecting you so much negatively. You are not able to do your work. You will use the survivor. So the crises are of three types actually. The crisis where you were left alone, no one was there. The crisis where someone was there to help you, and the presently where people are adding to your crisis by being negative, skeptics, bullies, wrong advice, and all those things. Right? For that, there is a hope, dark hole angel, and the survivor. I just remembered what I was supposed to start today's session actually. I had planned history taking, and then it got diverted to the other topic. What is the diagnosis? Read in the chat. So our topic today was history taking actually, but we started with art for fun, heart to paper, second life, then electricity failure, then again light came back, then this gone. And then you asked me for so many things, sir, take this topic, take that topic. And that's because of that, we forgot this topic. ADHD, very good diagnosis. So all of you have ADHD? Okay, very good. Okay. No, you're talking about, okay, fine. Yeah, I'm a known case of ADHD. In my school, when teacher was teaching something or reading a poem, okay, if she is reading a poem, I used to enact that poem, get up from my bench, stand on the bench or walk in the room or run in the class and enact that exact poem. Yeah. And some of my teachers used to cry, literally cry. I cannot teach this class. This is a hopeless class. This student is very bad. I don't know how you can teach this. I cannot teach. And she used to cry, then go to principal. Then principal used to come and say, hey, what is the problem? This is the first rank student. What is the problem if he's hyperactive? It's okay. Probably they don't know the word ADHD like today's stupid parents, or they didn't want to label me ADHD, which was thankful to me. Otherwise, presently, more damage parents are doing, teachers are doing by labeling the child ADHD, LD, autistic. They wow, my child has autism. It's stupid. This is not a fancy thing. You are having a disadvantage, not by having the diagnosis, but labeling your child. Okay. So don't label someone. And then my principal used to say that, can you not manage one child? He is like that only, but he is the best ranker. Yeah. And he's the star of the school. So in fact, actually, my school had a history. No one ever became a doctor in the school. I was the first doctor from that school. So I came from such a background. Yeah. Hey, what was the topic for today? I forgot. Yeah, ADSD? No. History taking. Hey, do you really want to start history taking now? Wait, let me check. Oh, people have increased somehow. Even if some people drop out, I really don't care because I'm not doing this class for those people who drop out. I'm doing this class for people who want to learn. Yeah. And I want to do it for average students, Baba. Okay. How many of you think that you are average? Write down. I'm average. Write down in the comment. I'm average. History taking? Yeah. Meenakshi is like, sir, please come back to the topic again. Sir, please topic. Your ADHD has taken toll on you. Okay. ADHD, OCD, this is the outcome of OCD. Yeah. So it happens with this OCD. To come back on the topic, any ADHD client, or you have ADHD, or you have a bipolar disorder, or someone in your family has a schizophrenia. So what will you do? Or someone is about to have panic disorder, you will do a very easy thing. You will take my painting, show it to them and tell, start with me. Everyone do it with me. Then we start history taking. This I'm doing for myself actually. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Sit comfortably, your back supported, your feet supported. long breathe in and slow breathe out. And when you are breathing out, do not empty the lungs. So you are retaining your carbon dioxide. Okay, follow my finger. Where is the correct angle? Yes. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Follow my finger. If you have a child with you, ask the child to do with you. Very good. You are doing correct. So you are breathing in more, breathing out less. So you do not empty your lungs. You are retaining the carbon dioxide. When you retain the carbon dioxide, it gets converted to bicarbonate in your blood. And this bicarbonate will stimulate your midbrain. Breathe out. Slowly now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are feeling that your flow of your some flow of your fluid in your brain has changed, and you are feeling an urge to have a deep breathing. That is called psychodynamics. You know, in your brain, there are ventricles, there are cavities. The cerebrospinal fluid flows through that cavities in a particular direction. And because you do certain activities throughout the day, because you have certain emotions, certain trigger factors, cortisol hormones, stress hormones, that flow changes. This flow also changes because of lunar effect, like the high tide, low tide. So you need to do certain psychodynamic methods to restore that flow of CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. One of the method is rectangle breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. The another method is square breathing. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The third is 3, 5, 2. There are more which you learn in psychotherapy Sunday classes. 3, 5, 2 we will do one more time, some other time. As of now, we start with the history taking. So by the time we should close our session, we are starting our class. All the weeds are removed by this time. Those who return now are the flowers, are the fruits, bearing trees, plants who are going to bear fruits and flowers. The weeds are gone. Good, good riddance. History taking in psychology client. For any client coming to you, there are steps of history taking. Number one step is your introduction. Yeah. So you will introduce the client. Who are you? What are you? Okay. Start with your name. The number two step is you should know about the client. The client name, client profile, preferably qualification, the work profile, family profile, and who are they? What are they? Which city? Number two. Yeah. So the client profile. Number three is the history of the client. Do not write the history of the client on a piece of paper. The history is something which you should remember it. If the client is talking to you and you're writing it, then there is a disengagement. The client is not going to engage. It doesn't look good. You are not a steno typer writer. Yeah. You are a friend. You are a counselor. You are going to listen. You need to have that memory. Yeah. That you manage 100 clients and all the 100 clients, the stories you should remember. That increases your memory, whatever is there. When you are listening to the story of the client, history of the client, don't be like this. Hmm, 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 hmm. Don't be like this. Okay. Ask questions. Engage the client. Yeah. You have seen some of you may have gone to your own psychology counselor, and when you talk to her, she's like, hmm, hmm, hmm. What's stupid? You don't know how to take history also. Number one step, you have to smile. That is the number one quality for a psychology counselor. Number two, you ask questions. When you are taking history, get involved in this. Like if your friend is going to tell you her story, how you are going to ask her questions? Hey, then what happened? Acha. Hey, give me one example. You are saying that he hates you. Give me one example. Yeah. You feel that people don't like you. Give me three examples. Why you say that? Don't be like that. Okay, people don't like you. I understand. Not everyone is going to like you. Hey, don't start pravachan there. Yeah. She has come to help. Okay. And so this is step three, history taking. When you're taking history, ask a lot of questions. Engage the client in the history taking. Understand their story. Okay. You will start history taking with the questions like, tell me what are the issues, what are the difficulties you're facing, what is going on in your life. Okay. Don't say that what is the psychological condition you have, what is your mental condition. Yeah, already gone case. They are coming already with a lot of them. Don't do that. Number three is the timeline. Four is a timeline. Hey, someone keep the count. Yeah. Uh, Next, number four is the timeline. Someone please make the notes. The timeline will be when it started. You were a teenager, you were in relationship, before marriage, after marriage, after childbirth, after your in-laws moved together, after something happened, after your job, after your children, after your career break, when it started. That timeline is very important. When you ask the timeline, you understand that there are some people who are going to say, no, as long as I remember, I was like this only. Yeah. They are never happy in their life. Okay. Not because something is happening, but because they have the habit to find unhappiness in everything. Or because they have some chemical imbalance, that they are always minor depression, major depression, bipolar disorder. Or this timeline helps you to identify what is the emotional trauma. Ask them, okay, what happened? Tell me. So maybe something happened, they were not shaken so much. But then again, something happened. They got shaken so much. Then something happened. Always checking, like a leaf cut from the leaves, cut from the tree, the leaf is now flowing like a wind, completely shaken, no life, nothing, aimless, hopeless, right? So they were shaken so much. What was this trauma? You need to heal those traumas. Number five, you should ask them what are the trigger factors. So this was a trauma, I understand. Yeah, this was a timeline. Now, what happens presently? What is the trigger factor? Something you want to do doesn't happen that what you want as per you, or something happens, something else. What whatever is happening, what is that trigger factor? Tell me your trigger factor. So you are living a normal life, and suddenly you get anger, hyper, maniac, or you get depressed, or you get affected, you are shaken. Tell me what is your trigger factor. So there are going to be two, three, four, five trigger factors. You remember that. If you want to make a note of trigger factors, it's okay now. Yeah. But never make a note of history of the client. You have to remember the history. Yeah. Preferably, you should remember each and everything. You know, when you have 100 Facebook friends, you remember everyone's story, even if that is not a real story. You know, those who are happy on Facebook, they are the most miserable people in the world. You know, because they have the urgency to show to the world that they are so happy. And that's why they are on Facebook. That's why they are on Insta. They are putting their happy photos. If you are not on Facebook, if you are not on Insta, it means you are actually really happy. Yeah. You don't need to prove it to the world that you have a happy family, you are traveling somewhere. Yeah. Someone who travels routinely to different countries is never going to post their photo. Okay. Someone who travels once in a while, once in a lifetime, she is going to put her photo. Someone who gets routinely some gifts from her husband, or she gives gift to the husband, she's never going to put a photo. Someone who has a very bad relationship, but now today the husband has given the gift, she has to prove to the world my husband is good, because she herself does not believe husband is good. That's why the urgency to prove. Someone who doesn't believe they are happy, they need to prove to the world. Okay. Someone who is very bad character, they will put long tilak on their head. Yeah. Someone who is very unethical in their life, very manipulative, narcissist people, they will pretend that they're extremely ethical. They will pretend, they will talk so idealistic things. You will think, are they God? Or they will be very strict. Hey, I told you you have to submit your assignment before 5 p.m. It's 5:05. You are late. Hey, stupid. You have been always late in your life and you're teaching me how to be late. Okay, tell that person I'm average. I'm going to fail like this. Yeah. If you want, it's okay. Otherwise, you can change yourself. I'm going to stay in the same company. You have to tell like that. Okay. Don't leave your job because of arrogance. Huh? Make other person leave their job. Coming back to the point. What is the point number we are doing? Fifth. Yeah. Fifth is the trigger factor. Number six, the symptoms, emotional turbulence. Never call it psychological condition, mental condition. Call turbulence, emotional turbulence. So ask, what is the emotional turbulence you are having? Sometimes client will say, I have a depression. Hey, no, that is a diagnosis, dear. Tell me what is happening. What are your symptoms? What is the emotional turbulence? So the symptoms are like low confidence, low mood, relationship issues, trust issues, all those things. Yeah. Now you have number six. So you ask the symptoms. Okay. So the symptoms based on the trigger. Something happens, you get the symptoms. Something does not happen, you get the symptoms. Bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. Something does not happen, you still get the symptoms. These are the only two diagnoses. Huh? Bipolar or schizophrenia. If you have bipolar disorder, there is still hope. You can live your normal life. Don't worry. Don't give up. Okay. Give up then. Okay. If you have this diagnosis, okay, don't worry. Actually, you will never agree. Anyone here says that she has schizophrenia, it means she doesn't have. You know what is a confirmed diagnosis of schizophrenia? You have that delirium, hallucination, all those things. Yeah, grandiosity and all. Then you ask the client, hey, do you have any emotional turbulence? Relatives will say yes, yes. And the client will say, no, I don't have any emotional turbulence or psychological condition, but my relatives have psychological condition. So that is a confirmatory of schizophrenia. So if you think you have some emotional turbulence, it means you are good. You are sane. You are normal to understand that you are going through some emotional turbulence. The day you do not acknowledge that you have some emotional turbulence, you know what is your diagnosis. Okay. And if you think people surrounding you have everyone surrounding you has psychological issue, then also the diagnosis is very bad actually. Seventh point. Seventh point. What is the seventh point? Hey, who will repeat 6 points? Number one, your introduction. Number two, wow, Aparna, I like you. Instant. She was waiting for this. Okay, Kashmira, very good. Your introduction, client introduction, the city, the qualification, job profile, name. Always address the client with the name. Number three, history taking. History means what is the story? What is your story? Four, emotional trauma. Number five, trigger factors. Number six, symptoms. Seven, good. Thank you, Veena. Medicines. You have watched the and read the chapter. Medicines. So any medications you are taking. Number eight, you are going to educate this client on two aspects. Seventh, we consider the seventh medicines part. Okay. So you are going to educate the client that see, medicines have, you cannot take it for lifetime. Medicines beneficial effect will start after 21 days. Slow, then it will increase. Okay. The side effect will be from day one, and then side effect will slowly reach a plateau. They are going to be there. The beneficial effect will start slowly, then it will increase, then it will reach again plateau. So you have to increase your dose. What is the meaning? Your side effects are going to increase over time. Your beneficial effects are going to decrease over time. You are going to need to increase your medicines dose over the time. You are going to be more and more dependent, debilitated. You don't want that. You will need to do certain things to reduce your dosage of medicines so that your side effect decreases. You start living your normal life. Yeah. You cannot live a normal life on medication because those medicines side effects are so high. That's going to. But as a counselor, you will never suggest them to stop their medicines. You will tell them, discuss with your psychiatrist. I will help you on certain other aspects. Okay. Number 8, you are going to tell them your counseling plan. Okay. You will tell them that you are going to have, how frequently you are going to have their consultations, maybe twice a week, thrice a week. What you are going to do, you are going to tell them certain lifestyle changes, certain things they need to do, or certain hobbies they need to take up, and all those things. Or you are going to make a healing plan from them, from psychodynamics and psychotherapy, experiential psychotherapy. So when you make a healing plan for them, you will have a plan for 5 to 10 sessions. And because they have gone, every client, they go to 5 to 10, 2 to 3 or 5 to 10 different counselors. And then they have come to you. And after you, again, they are going to go somewhere. But when you have a healing plan, when you are using some methods, some tools, they will stick to you. And they will refer others also. And when you have this healing plan, you tell them the name of the techniques. Are the name of the techniques you are going to use. And with this, I will heal your emotional trauma. See what you are going through, number 9 stage. What you're going through, you explain them the 3 types of emotional trauma now. This is a time to explain them. Number 9, explain them 3 types of emotional trauma. Trauma deep buried, not to be healed. Number 2, which is channelizing your present things. Number 3, that needs to be healed. We'll focus on this 3, third type of your emotional trauma. And this emotional trauma is leading to your present symptoms, anxiety, stress, depression. You take any number of medicines, you go to any counselor, it is going to stay there. What I'm going to do is heal your emotional trauma. And this is my plan for you. Have to commit to me for next 5 sessions, 10 sessions. If you commit, I will heal you, guaranteed. Okay. So you do the psychotherapeutic and experiential psychotherapy and psychodynamic techniques on them, tools, apply those tools, methods. They will get healed in 5 sessions, guaranteed. You can give them money back guarantee also. They will get healed. They will continue with you for 10 sessions. That is, the healing has happened completely. They don't need to visit another psychologist. Then with their psychiatrist themselves will reduce their dosage. Okay, because they have started feeling better. Yeah. How many of the psychotherapy students, either the previous batch or the new batch, you have been attending session and it has helped you personally heal yourself? Write down in the comment, healed me, or healing me. If the healing process is going on, then healing me, or healed me, already healed me. Yeah. Very good. So this is life. You are living in the world. You are living on the earth. You are going to have trauma. You are going to be betrayed by people. People are going to betray you. Everyone is going to hurt you. It is a natural part of life. Life is going to be unfair. So you need 2 things. One is you need to increase your emotional bank balance. You need to learn certain psychodynamic tools to increase your emotional bank balance so that you can cope up with them every day. And you need to heal your old emotional trauma so that you can move forward. All your emotional traumas are like this crumpled cotton piece of cloth, and because it is crumpled, you cannot use it to wipe your face. You cannot put it securely because it is going to consume more space. When it is crumpled, this piece of your memory, this piece of your life, because it got so crumpled, it is taking more space now. What you need to do is unfold it, iron it, remove the wrinkles, increase the emotional bank balance by psychodynamics, fold it properly. It is not going to be same as earlier, not required, but you want it to be better than crumpled piece. And then now it is taking less space in your life. Now you can move forward. Now this much is manageable. This much trauma is manageable. Or sometimes it becomes completely smooth. If it is such a less trauma, it becomes smooth and looks like new. Wow, new life started. Yeah. And that is what happens in psychodynamics and experiential psychotherapy. It will heal you also, and you learn how to heal your clients also completely. This takes less space. It looks beautiful now and it is more useful. With this folded, you can wipe your face, you can clean your table, you can clean your floor. All the three things you can do together with the same cloth. We do it actually. This is our funny thing. So the cloth I use to wipe my face, my daughter uses for wiping. Yeah. So this thing we do. And that's that's a fun way to accept your life. You think that your talent, you are going to use it for one thing. You became a doctor, then you became a lawyer, you became a teacher, you became housewife, mother, and you thought this is your life. But now then you realize, no, I have a better purpose, better mission in life. This cloth is not for wiping floor only. It can wipe table also. Then you realize, no, this cloth I can wipe my face also and I can look better. Yeah. So then you realize your submission. You take one step, small step. By joining this present program, every one of you have already taken that one step to find your purpose of life. If by reading the book, you are realize you will be able to apply these things, what you're learning in the book, and you will be able to help others, then you have found your mission of your life, your purpose of life. If you feel in your heart, by helping others, I will feel happy. Write down happy in the comment. Write down happy. By helping others, you feel you will find your happiness. So you are already chosen your purpose. Actually, the purpose has chosen you. You know why you didn't join this course earlier? You have been thinking since 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Probably you applied 6 months back and you were refused. You were rejected. You were told admission is full. And then one day, somehow you got admission, or you took the step to pay them and do the admission. You didn't have money earlier. You know why? You were not ready that time. You were not ready. You were just a ball of mud. And now you're transformed into a sculpture. You're transformed into a vase where the water will come now. So the purpose has found you. You have not found the purpose, dear. The purpose has found you. It is only one time chance. Life is once, very short. Next 10 years remaining. Out of that, one third will go in sleeping, one third will go in some other activities. Remaining one third, you have to do something. What is a test? You have done something good in life. What is a test? How do you know that you have done something good in life? There are two questions. Everyone pay attention. Yes, hello. How do you know you have done good in your life? Two questions. When you after 10 years, after 20 years, or at the end of your life, you ask yourself, was my journey incredible? The journey was mixed of failures, success, betrayals, happiness, sorrow, pain, lost battles, won battles. The question is, was it an incredible journey? If your journey is incredible, very good. If you can say, yes, my journey was incredible, that's good. To have that incredible journey, you have to fight every day and you're going to lose some battles. But you're not getting disheartened by these lost battles. You are going to use this energy to win another battle. The second question you are going to ask is, what will my next generation remember me? People who are surrounding you, 10 people, 20 people, 100 people on your Facebook friends, they know you now. Okay. You unfriend them. Do they know you? Do they remember you? You go from the world. How many of people will remember you? That you have left something to them. That something can be in terms of your contribution to the field of psychology, or it can be money to your generation or family. Anything. Or it can be a house. It can be new, good values, good parenting, whatever it is good, right? So those people who do PhD with me, so they get to work on more than 200 clients, come out with a new research outcome. That research outcome may be a new tool, new technique, or new test in the field of psychology. And then it gets published as the book so that your legacy remains. Obviously, this gives a lot of money, brings a lot of money, lot of client, lot of fame, recognition, passive income by the book, and all those things. But then other people are reading it, other people are following what you have developed. Yeah. So one of the student is this child assessment tool. One of the research project which has been completed with the help of around 100 students is the Relate Pillar. So you can check on this website, Relate Pillar. Those who are marriage counseling students, they know this, that there is a Relate Pillar concept which has come out with a lot of research, and 25 relationship tests to identify relationship issues, Relate Pillar test, and Relate Pillar couple activities for couple therapy. More than 300 couple activities to solve them. So Relate Pillar tests are to identify what is the problem between the couple. Respect, trust, compatibility, goal sharing, financial goal sharing, parenting style, affection, intimacy, communication. What is your problem? So the Relate Pillar test helps you to identify that very systematic scientifically. And couple therapies help you solve that. So that is one. The another research project which we are working on is the grief counseling. Yeah. You can visit this website and check more about that research. This both the research were sponsored by me. This research, grief counseling, is going on presently. You can check on it. So in the market, the problem is with the grief, there is no proper systematic tool or method to come out of grief. And I have realized it firsthand recently. That's why I'm investing in this project to develop research tools. If you would like to be part of this research project as a research scholar, you can fill the form. Our team will get in touch with you on the website. So you leave your legacy. So you are going to ask two questions. Was your journey incredible? Second is, you will ask what you are left to the world. Are people going to remember you? Something. There are some students who said, sir, I have the money, but I want to do PhD after 2 years. That becomes 5 years completion time. Imagine next 3 years, you will be finishing your PhD, get the doctoral title, come out with a research outcome that becomes published as a tool, technique, or a test for other psychologists to use it. And then it gets published as a book also. That becomes your second passive income. Yeah. Because in the research, you are going to manage so many clients, you get the money also. Yeah. So that becomes an incredible journey. If you don't have that aspiration, it's okay. Take up the internship, take up average path. Absolutely okay. Yeah. For me, even if you do PhD, that is average. You have to believe that you are average. Then you can do good PhD. You can do good research. I'm a very, very average person. Come with this attitude. Internship is any background. It is open for all background. Internship is for to take up the clients. Internship is almost zero cost, my internship. Okay, because you get the stipend at the end, what you pay initially, and you will get to manage 60 to 80 clients throughout the year. That's a very big number. Online consultations from your home as per your convenient time. And you get to practice on them. You really learn actually applying your knowledge on the live clients. You will learn by trial error, mistakes. And you get the feedback of the clients. Some are going to say not good. Some are going to say good. You are going to learn how to accept your criticism also. You will get their appreciation. You get their blessings. And at the end, you get the certificate and stipend. You enjoy internship. You will enjoy it very well. Then after the internship, you can get employment with me as a freelancer and start getting paid clients. In the freelance business, the most difficult part is where should I get the client? How should I bring the client? What should I do? That problem is solved. I have changed my profile 2 times. Okay. From medical field to law, marketing, then psychology. Yeah. And I have realized that it is a very turbulent journey. Lot of difficulties, lot of self-doubts and everything. So I have created a path for all of you. Either you come from legal field, nutrition, marriage counseling, or psychology, and your original background is alien or a doctor or a psychology or legal background, all people, you will have a set path. Start with the internship, practice on live clients as per your convenient time, along with your present job or present work, what you are doing at home, working mother. And after the internship, you get empowered with me to start getting paid clients. Those who have questions on internship and research project as a research scholar or PhD, you can please WhatsApp me separately tomorrow afternoon. The point number 9, we are doing 9 number point. Very good. Okay. So you have created a healing plan for the client. You tell them that by using psychodynamics and experiential psychotherapy methods and tools, I will heal you completely, guaranteed, in next 10 sessions. Normally for counseling, you charge 500 or 1000. For psychotherapy sessions, you will charge 1500 to 2500 per session. Because you are using some tools, methods, client is ready to pay. Because you are talking in terms of 3 types of emotional trauma, 3 types of crisis, you are talking of a healing plan, guaranteed plan, permanent healing. The client will take it. Because probably in the client circle, you are the only psychotherapist, you are the only counselor who is talking and doing these methods and tools. The client will refer by a word of mouth. You will easily have 10 times earning. Because when you do counseling, you have 1 or 2 sessions, 500 to 1000 per session. When you do experiential psychotherapy with the clients, you have a plan for 5 to 10 sessions. Okay. And you can charge 1500 to 2500. So per client, you can easily earn 10,000. You can refer to the group of psychotherapists who are attached with me. Yeah. But typically they are already busy. Yeah. But you can still refer, no problem. You start taking clients, dear, first. Okay. Sometimes, some student, they ask, sir, if there is a difficult client, what should I do? First, start taking client. Then talk of easy client, difficult client. Next step is take easy client. Okay. Third step is do whatever you know as per your present knowledge. And when you think that you need to expand further, you learn rather than referring to someone. The option is always there to refer to someone. She will earn and that client is lost forever. This client is not never going to come back to you. So you should focus on your own earning. Who has read the book and who will tell me what is the 10th step of history taking? There are 11 steps, right? Who has read? Bina? Ah, thank God, I found the page. Ah, yes. How can we forget? Yes. Thank you. Very good. Everyone opened the book and cheating. Now you have read the book. For every condition in the book, there are 20 to 30 tips given for every type of emotional turbulence. Each chapter is an emotional turbulence. So you will tell those tips to the client. These tips can be lifestyle changes, taking up some new hobby, taking up some new course or new learning, or helping someone else. Giving money to the beggar doesn't count as helping someone else. Giving a donation to the NGO doesn't count as helping someone else. Okay, very good, Sushila. The now in the book, so each chapter is a psychological condition, emotional turbulence. Yeah, a psychological condition or emotion. We call it emotional turbulence. In this, you will learn diagnostic symptoms, medicine side effect, how to talk to the client, exactly how a conversation of the client and counselor takes place. What happens in my chamber, I have written in the book. How I talk to the client for each condition, I have written in the book. So you will find it completely practically useful. When you get a client, you talk in that language. Yeah. Number 5, you learn what are the common questions and what are the good answers and the tips. The number 6 part is you have to say one statement to the client so that the client comes back to you again. Okay, that is the 11th step in psychology counseling. So 11th step in the history taking is you have to say something to the client so that the client comes back to you again. What is that thing? That thing is mentioned in every chapter. For every chapter is different. And you will give the next appointment to the client. Very clear cut that appointment has to be there with the date and the time mutually agreed. Then only client will come back. You cannot say that, okay, we will meet after 2 days. No, you have to book the date and the time. Write down in your diary and make the client write it down. And very important, before you end the call, you tell the client your boundaries. So today we add one more step, your boundaries. This is your calling time. You will call me only during this time. This is your appointment. During this appointment, we will have a video call. This is your time for WhatsApp. After this, you will not WhatsApp me. You have to maintain the boundary. After this, you will not call me. If you are emergency, go to your nearest hospital. I have a very strict boundaries. Okay. For my students, my timing is given one particular time. For my clients, nowadays I manage very less clients. I focus on the team management now. For the clients, this is a time, very strict. Okay. Ideally, you should have a separate phone for your clients. Do not take up your relatives as the client. They will demotivate you. Okay. They will at the end go to someone else and say, actually, she took counseling from me. No, she did counseling on me, but I think she needs counseling and help actually. So they are going to say this comment. So don't do it for free. It's better to do it on strangers and learn by mistakes. If you do mistake on stranger, if stranger says something wrong, at least you know that is a sincere reply. Yeah. And if the stranger says good, then you know it is a sincere reply. If your relatives say good, you will never believe them. Right. So it is better to have a bad response from a stranger rather than appreciation from a relative. The boundary you will mention very clearly that this is a time you will not you will WhatsApp me, and after that you will not WhatsApp me also. Yeah. So there are some these are psycho clients, So there are some clients who tend to call you random time, 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 1 a.m., all those. So that is why you should have a separate dedicated phone, separate handset, so that you can mute that or switch off outside your working hours. So no one disturbs you. Okay. And always give an instruction to the client. So what is the instruction you will give? Write down in the chat. The instruction, the end instruction you give. If you wish to talk, be in touch with your mentor, all of you. And if you wish to be in touch with me, you can, even if I'm not your mentor, you can be in touch with me. My timing is Monday to Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. After 5, no WhatsApp, no calls. If you are emergency, go to your nearest hospital. That has to be said initially. I'm there with you. Before you end, you have to tell. Now, some clients will say you are very arrogant. Some are going to say that you are very strict. You say that I'm a human being living a normal human average life. I want to live a normal life. Okay. You have paid me the money for 1 hour. You are not purchased me. You are not purchased my time. You have purchased that 1 hour slot. End of story. Time typically it goes to 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So don't worry, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. It's okay. You have to be flexible on that part. Do not give your notes or any writing to the client. Medical legal. 13th part. Okay, we are adding 2 more parts. So the 13th part is do not give any document or anything to the client. I will tell you a very easy example. The client commits a murder. She comes to you, she talks to you nonsense. You write down in your history. Okay, from your history, your inference is schizophrenia. Anyone, okay, anyone can draw from this history schizophrenia. You are a third party. You are not related to her. This is a legal evidence. Even if you don't write schizophrenia, someone else can use this paper of document, her lawyer, and use it that, see, she had this symptoms, and it is written by third party, a certified psychologist, and this proves that she has schizophrenia. She was insanity, temporary insanity, and that's why she committed murder. Okay? Do not write anything. And sometimes it can be used for marital conflicts also. Yeah, you write something that gets to the client or client's spouse, the client's spouse, or even the client can misuse it in the court. Okay? Never give anything in writing. Never do the diagnosis in writing. Okay? If the client records, good question, Chitra. If the client records and you know that you're aware, you can see that client is recording, you have to say, I don't like this. What is the objective of your recording? You want to take my recording to the court so that you can fight with your wife? Or you want to take it to your employer and say, fight for some compensation? What is the objective of this recording? I'm not going to do that. If you need my consultation, no recording. Don't say sorry. Okay. If you have taken the fees, refund the fees and say, get out. If you want my consultation, you will take it on my terms, not your terms. I'm the best psychologist. If you need my help, you will take it on my terms. Maintain this attitude. Don't worry to lose a client. You will get hundreds of clients. And if you are not getting clients, come to me. Get attached with me as a freelancer, take my internship, and they will get. You will get sufficient clients. You will never worry for your lifetime where to bring clients. Don't worry. That worry, I will solve for you. I have created a systematic path for you. If they are recording and you don't know, you are not liable. That client has done non-compliance, illegal thing by recording you. The client has recorded you without your consent. It cannot be used for anywhere, any legal case. If the client takes it to their lawyer, the lawyer is going to ask, what is the source of this evidence? Then the client will say, I recorded it silently without the counselor. Lawyer will say, cannot be used in the court. So you don't need to worry if someone is recording you without your consent. Normally, clients don't do that. But these are all psycho people. So they are going to do all manipulations. Don't worry. If you land up in some medical legal trouble or social media complication, sometimes these are psycho clients. First, they will appreciate you. Then after 3 days, she is going through her manic phase. Okay. Bipolar disorder, manic phase or some, and she will spoil your name, or she will fight with you, or she will call you 11 p.m. and she will say, hey, madam, I want you right now. Get up and do. I have paid you. And because you are not available, obviously, you are living your human being average life. So she will write something or she will blackmail you. In that case, don't worry. You come to me. I have the company for this for you. So there is a platform, there is a company actually, there is a team. So legal wise team, you can take help of this team. So you will take the help of this legal wise team. You take the consultation. My lawyer, our lawyer, the team member will solve your medical legal issue or any bad review issue. So it is going to happen when you do business, people are going to write some bad things. So how to get it removed? You visit this site, we will take care of it. If you land up in medical legal issue, don't worry. Okay. So there are many incidences where doctors some land up in medical legal issue and they think that is the end of the world. They don't know how to come out of it. Then they do something bad or they succumb to the blackmail. Don't worry. You come to this team, we will take care of it. Okay. We will give you very realistic path and we will solve that issue for you. Whatever is required. Yeah. Questions, anyone else? Can be record. Hey, someone answer this question. Or someone visit Dr. Renuka's home and explain her, hey, what have sir been telling you? Not to recommend on the paper and you want to record. Take maximum benefit of it. Art for fun, hard to paper, secondlife.org. Art for fun and hard to paper is free for you and your clients. And there is a charge for outsiders. Secondlife.org is free for everyone. To heal yourself, to reduce your burden, release your burden, or to encourage others with your story. How many of you feel you are living a second life? Write down in the comment. How many of you feel you are living a second life? You should not have existed. People think how you succeeded or how you are doing what you, and you wonder how you survived. There was a financial crisis, marital crisis, spiritual crisis, end stage crisis, accident, fired from the job, lost everything, lost hope, but you survived. That is second life. You had some career, you had a break because of your parenting or your family or your commitments. You sacrificed so much thing, and now you have found your path. If you think you have found your path, that itself is a birth of a second life. Write it down. If you write it down, it increases your commitment. Take next step. Don't wait for 1 year to take a step. There are two types of students. One student who will do one program, then second program, then third program, going so conservative. By the time she reaches second program, her passion is already gone and the fire is already dozed off. And again, she goes back to her what she has been doing, either a job, corporate slave, or her family sacrifices. Things are going to go like this only. You have to, there is no break to this. These things, what is happening presently, you have to do together. Then second type of students who succeed actually, they take up present course, psychology counseling, marriage counseling, psychotherapy, and internship all together. And by next 6 months, they are prepared with the certification. In next 6 months, they have managed around 20 to 30 clients. In next 1 year, they have managed 60 to 80 clients. By the time they reach 13th month, they are already started getting paid clients. They are earning. So presently, there are 500 freelancers who attach with me. They are getting 20,000 to 1 lakh per month. So you want to reach, think of what is your story at the 13th month. 13th month earning or 13 months still doing something what you are doing. What do you want to do? And obviously, there are going to be some outliers who think of 3 years. They think of 3 years, I want doctoral title, I want my book, I want to contribute so that other psychologists will read it. And if you come from alien background and do PhD and develop some tool, some technique or test, that is an incredible journey. Alien. develop something other psychologists are reading. Wow, the book is published. That's a good journey. So make your life an incredible journey. Ask yourself, is it an incredible journey? When you are 10 years after this, 20 years, or at your end, was my journey incredible? Lose some battles, win some battle, do some foolish things, do some mistakes, do some goofy things. Don't be so conscious that you don't do a single mistake because you are not taken any step. Better is to do take 10 steps, do 9 mistakes. That one success is bigger than not doing anything. And you need only one success. You don't need 10. And you have to fail 9 times. So fail fast. So there are people who are like always thinking, dreaming, I'm going to do this, do this, do this. And they're afraid of failure. It's better to fail fast. Try it fast, fail fast, good. If you fail fast, it's good. You know this doesn't work for you. There is something else. If you do not try, you don't know where you are going to fail. And if you fail fast, there are 2 outcomes. One is you realize this is not for me. Or you realize, okay, these are the things I need to change. But you try fast. And remember, to succeed in life, you need 9 failures. 9 failures. So start your failures fast. Start with stupid things. Today, you mess up your food. Cook bad food today. Tomorrow, for presentation, put wrong slides. That is your second failure. One day, get fired from your job. Third failure. Fourth day, do something goofy, stupid thing. Do 9 failures. The 10th is going to be successful. So you have to take 10 attempts. 9 mistakes, 1 success. That 1 success is going to be bigger. And people don't see success like this. You know, success doesn't come like this. Bounce, bounce, bounce. No. It has to come like this. You put efforts, then one day success comes. Okay? You have to continuously put your efforts, the success comes. And people see your success when you reach at this level. So they think that you are reach overnight. No, they don't know how many 9 times you have failed. So you have to fail 9 times. What do you think Mark Zuckerberg developed Facebook initially? First, no. He developed different platforms, games, and he failed all 9 times. 10 times he had success. You plan fast, fail fast, and do 9 stupid mistakes. You need only 1 success. And be stupid. Be crazy. Be mad. Be average. Write down in the comment, I'm crazy and average. This is the best combination. Ambitious and lazy is the worst combination. I'm crazy and average. The touch of madness. When you sleep in the night, every night, repeat after me. Touch of madness. I have the touch of madness. Repeat after me. I'm crazy. You know, when you say I'm crazy, your eyes glitter, you know, because it gives you so much motivation to do things because you are not afraid of what people think of you. You are not afraid of criticism. You are not afraid of failure. You are crazy. You are supposed to fail. You are crazy. People are going to say things about you. You don't care. And you don't have much expectation about you. Because you are average. You don't worry if you fail. Yes, I'm trying. So that's the best combination. So every night you sleep, your touch of madness. Repeat this. Touch of madness. I'm crazy. I'm average. We'll meet tomorrow for Wednesday class. Sunday for psychodynamics and experiential psychotherapy. Sunday plus, no, there is one more program. And Tuesday for psychology. You can be in touch with me Monday to Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. After 5, no WhatsApp, no calls. If you are emergency, you can visit your nearest hospital. Very good interaction. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time.